What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another YouTube Live. Are you ready to talk about some summer beauty? We're going to be ranking all of basically like the summer makeup releases. I think maybe some of them count for fall, but everything that came out since the last time when we did the spring makeup rankings. So you guys are going to have to help me rank all of these beauty products. We're going to see who comes out on top, who's down there at the bottom. We're going to have so much fun today. But first, let me give a special little welcome out there to my Sophia Sees Beauty members. And hello to everybody who came super early today. Hi, Pink Sparkle. Okay, you're going to come by a little bit later. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tara. She said, I'm excited to be here. This is my second live. Well, thank you for coming back. We appreciate that. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mary. Hello. Oh, I hope you feel better. Sick in bed from cold Melbourne winter. Send me some of that cool air over here in Texas. It was 96 degrees today. Hi, Annika. Hi, Joanne. Tyga. Welcome to the live. Hello, little Sin. How's it going, everybody? Rachel, how are you? Justine. We got Seesaw Waves, Writer Girl. Becky, welcome to the live. How's everybody doing since I last saw you? Amit, welcome to the live. Meg, welcome. How's everybody doing? How's your week going? Happy hump day, everybody. Thank you, Trisha. Yes, I'm going to share with you what I'm wearing on my lips. It looks very pink on camera, but it's pretty pink in real life as well. Looks a little bit more saturated than usual, but it's always hard for me to get the colors good with like the artificial lighting and the webcam. I'm going to tell you guys what's on my face in a second. Laurel said, hi from NYC. Totally off this week. Thought I missed it last night, but today is Wednesday. Yeah, no, one of you guys on Instagram messaged me last night and was like, I was literally waiting in the live, waiting for it to start and realized that it's tomorrow. And I was like, you scared me there for a second because like half the time I don't even remember like what day of the week it is. I have to remind myself constantly. Hi, Kia. Hi, Wendy. Beth. We got Phyllis. Awesome. We have a good crew here early today. Let me show you guys what is on my face today. And by the way, because it was requested in our members live on Saturday to bring back the raffle. So we've got Hello Kitty back. So if you give a super chat or gift a membership, I'm going to pop you into this raffle for a $100 gift card to the like the beauty or fashion retailer of your choice. I let you choose so that it's whatever your favorite is. And we're going to be finishing up the little flowers, but I did order popsicles and I ordered autumn leaves, but they haven't gotten here yet. So I want to make sure we finish up the little flowers. So just a heads up, the raffle is back. Ooh, Little Sin said, I finally bought myself a Juicy Tubes. Been wanting one since I was a teen. Girl, you've never had one. I need to know what shade you got. Do you remember what shade you got? Thank you for the super chat. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Got my marker here. It's really throwing me off that they now have your like handles on here. So I'm going to put your handle so that when I like draw it, I can then match it up with what I see, if that makes sense. So thank you for the super chat. Hold on one second. Tyga, thank you for the super sticker. Why can't I write today? Here we go. Got you. Put you in the Hello Kitty. Southlander said, happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm loving the Chantecaille glow tint. Anyone else enjoying it too? Oh, that's awesome. Which one did you get? The rose? Sea Salt Wave says, Stephanie, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Shug. Whoop, whoop. Party in the basket. Oh, yes. I know you loved to have your name in the basket. Here we go. Hello Kitty is ready for the entries. Hi, Citrus Ninja Girl. Annika says, I have never had a juicy tube either. Hey, Tracy. Hi, Dee. Yay, you made it this week. You made it. Yay. Writer Girl, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Laura. Put you in there. Thank you, Carrie, for the super chat. You guys are starting off strong. We're going to do this, by the way, until the end of the month. So, like, you have the whole month to enter if you would like. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you. Sea Salt Wave says, I sent a super chat during the last live and it got missed. Really? We weren't doing the raffle in the last live, though. This is for August. Okay, you're saying, I wonder if this is a setting in my live. Maybe. Let me see. I'll have to look it up. I don't see it. Maybe it's a StreamYard thing? Banners, media assets, people. I don't know. I'm going to have to look this up. Or if one of you can look it up, like how to show. Oh, hold on. Show display names. No, that's for me. That's not for you guys. I have no idea. They probably did an update and then it like changed everything. I thought it was a YouTube thing. Okay, hold on. Let me get back to you guys. Hold on. I missed a bunch of things now. Hi, Najo. Thank you, Wendy, for gifting 5 Sophia Sees Beauty memberships. Make sure if you are not a member and you're watching this, make sure you check your email because you have a decent chance of winning one of those memberships for the month. All right, we got Wendy. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. Tracy. Littleson said, I couldn't afford juicy tubes when I was young. Now I want them all. Lol. I know they are expensive, but now that like everything is so expensive, they don't seem as bad. But like back then, I know what you mean. It's like if I could have like one MAC lip gloss or one juicy tube. Thank you, Tara, for the super chat. Thank you. Kia said, eating ice cream. I'll send money in a minute. You don't have to. Laura, welcome. My first time to get in on one of your lives. Welcome. I hope you feel better, Jacqueline. Ooh, ice cream, says Valerie. Hi, Alicia. She said, I loved your live last week, so I'm back. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. Christiane, hello. Are you back, fully back from your trip? Yay, Karen. She said, I've been traveling and I missed the last two lives. Watch the replays. Excited about tonight. Karen, did you go anywhere fun? Najo, thank you so much for the super sticker. Najo. I am like finally not traveling for a couple of weeks, but I do have to travel for work later this month. Gotta book that. Um, I want a juicy tube, lol, says Casey. I got two juicy tubes, says Sarah. I love the coffee flavors. Me too. I love the coffee ones as well. I mean, I bought all three. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Sophia. I'm so happy today's actually Wednesday. Did you hear me talking about you earlier? I was like, I got nervous for a second because I also had to think yesterday, wait, it's Tuesday. Hi, Carol. How are you? Christiane says, I'm fully back from my trip and back at work. Miss you all. Do you guys like coming back to work after a vacation? Like, do you feel refreshed and kind of maybe ready to get back to your routine? Or is it brutal for you? I feel like whenever I would come back to work, I guess I would be kind of ready to be back to my routine, but I would have so many emails and like Slack conversations to catch up on. I feel like it was always Laura says brutal. Yeah, I'm always like, no, back to reality. Amy said, I got 3 juicy tubes. Love them. Wendy says, does anyone like coming back to work? Najo said, the last day of each vacation, I will be feeling down. Yeah, I know. Same. I hate it when the vacation's over and you're just, I don't know. I love that feeling when you're like on your way to the destination. You're like, there's so many possibilities and fun times ahead of me. Kia said, I go back tomorrow after almost 3 weeks. Kind of ready, kind of not, lol. Alicia said, I'm always ready to come back because I'm a yoga teacher and I miss it when I'm gone. That's nice. It's good to do what you love. For me, I feel like it takes me a while to like get back into the groove of things. Hi, Miriam. She said, hi, beautiful ladies. The blue is so beautiful on you, Sophia. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just like a little navy top. Hi, Lauren. You honestly didn't miss anything. Tara said, I love how composed you are during these live sessions. I would probably be very frazzled. I'm not frazzled. I'm honestly like so relaxed. I love hanging out. Even though I'm like sitting here in my room talking kind of to myself, I truly am relaxed and just being myself during these sessions. I don't have to remember too much, and you guys make it super easy because you're super nice and really engaged. So as long as the technology is working, I'm good. Mm. Okay, let me show you guys real quick. If you guys are new to the live, usually what I do after we say hi and catch up, I just show you like what's on my face today. I did buy 2 new things at the Clay to Poe counter this weekend. I filmed a little vlog, which hopefully I will edit tomorrow. Hopefully I will be doing that all day tomorrow, but I'll give you a little sneak peek into what I purchased because I'm wearing some of it on my face today. And then there's like 1 or 2 little like new beauty things I wanted to give you guys a heads up about. And then we will go into the fun little ranking game that we're all going to do together. So, ooh, Southlander said, I got the Chantecaille foundation you recommended. Have you tried it yet? Do you like it? All right, let me show you. Oh, Kia, thank you. Excited to get back into the Hello Kitty basket. Yeah. I'll put you in there. There she is. All right. Okay, so where do I want to start? I'll just do it in the order that I put it on my face. I wanted to show you guys this. This was gifted to me, but I'm very excited to try it because my beloved Biologique Recherche P50 1970 exfoliating lotion was discontinued this year. And I do have some left, but I'm not going to like go searching for backups of it or whatever. I'm just going to move on and use something else. So this was sent to me this week and I just started using it. And I really like it so far. This is the Edem Cashmere Peel Gentle Exfoliating Toner with AHA and PHA. And what I thought was really cool about this, because you guys know I have dry skin, it's kind of like the Biologique Recherche in that it's like a daily exfoliant. So you can use it every day or like a couple times a week to help just kind of like resurface the skin. But what I thought was really cool about this is that it's kind of like that French toner combined, excuse me, why can't I speak? Combined with a Korean milky toner, like the ones that have like that milky quality to them that are also moisturizing. So I'm not going to put it out on my hand right now, but like it looks milky. It looks like a milky toner. You put it out on a cotton pad and then you kind of drag it across the face and it kind of, gets a little bit of the dead skin cells and cleanses the face. But what I really liked is that unlike the other toners that I've used, it leaves behind a little bit of a layer of moisture, almost like the Violette France Boom Boom Milk. Now that's an actual moisturizer, but it's kind of like that in that you touch your skin afterwards and you're like, ooh, it's kind of like softened, almost like a 2-in-1. So I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was really nice. And then has anybody used this, by the way? This is the same brand that makes the Les Chou Chou lip balms that I really like. Those lippies, same brand. They have a lot of good skincare. They're like a skincare brand primarily, but then they make those lippies. I don't think they have any other makeup yet. Shug says, I have 3 bottles of the 1970 as backup. Let me know how that works. I will. I'll keep you updated. Like, I haven't used it enough to see, how I like it over time. But I just, like, even from the first time I use it was like, oh, that's quite different. That's like kind of I don't know. I'm sent a lot of skincare and there's not that much that like truly stands out. So I thought it was really nice. Hi, Clarissa. Welcome. Yes, Sierra, it got discontinued. I know it got discontinued. So I've been kind of like looking around to see like what are some other alternatives. Now, Biologique Recherche, I know they make other versions. So I could also maybe try those, but I thought this one seemed good, especially for dry skin. And I don't think it's like crazy expensive. I think it's like 40 something dollars. I have to double check. Let me see you guys. Femline says the P50 with phenol got discontinued. I use the P50V. Okay, is that like the alternative that doesn't have that ingredient? I know there's a couple of different kinds. Jessica said, "Oh, I want to try that now." Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, but I was like, "Oh, this is really nice." So I was like, "I'll mention it on the live today." So then I am almost done this Swede Glass Skin Foundation. So I've just been using this the past like 2 days. I was shopping my stash. This is almost done. I do have another bottle of it that I'm going to just bop over to once I finish this. So I was like, I'll finish this up. And you guys know I love this foundation. It's really, really good. It's probably the closest to it would be the Chantecaille, but it doesn't have like all the soothing botanicals in it. Let's say this one is a bit more fuller coverage as well. Um, but and maybe a little bit more like for normal to dry. Whereas I think if you're oily skin, I will go with the Chantecaille. But it's one of my favorite foundations. It's really, really beautiful. And I don't need to use a lot. So I went in with that. And then at the Clé de Peau counter at Neiman Marcus, I was going to say this past weekend, it was technically on Monday. I go to the mall on the weekdays in the middle of the day when like there's not that many people there, but still there was quite a few people there, probably because it's summertime and, people have off or like kids are out of school and that kind of stuff. I did end up getting the Clé de Peau loose powder in the other shade. I don't want to make a mess, but I'll just, show it to you. And I did use this to brighten up around the eye and kind of like right here on the cheekbone. So I picked that up. She told me that this is the shade that has been selling the best. Whatever that means. There's only 2 shades, but she told me this one has been the most popular so far at their counter. Laura said, I finally got my sweet order after a month. I know the shipping is very slow. The shipping is very slow. I do have a coupon code from Swede. So like you can save some money if you shop from their site, but to set expectations, the shipping is slow. However, I linked all these products down below. I linked also to Nordstrom because I know a lot of you guys like to shop there. So if you have a Nordstrom note or you have the Nordstrom card or you just like to shop at Nordstrom and get those points, they now have it at Nordstrom, which is awesome. So I'm happy about that because the shipping from Nordstrom is pretty good. Jacqueline, I already did a comparison with the Clé de Peau and the La Prairie in 2 videos now, so I'm not going to film any like dedicated videos. I can't wait to try the Clé de Peau powder, says Jessica. I've really been liking it, so much so that I bought another one. I'll skip ahead here and just show you the other Clé de Peau product that I got. This is another one of the eyeshadow palettes. This is in the shade Warm Ocean Sunset. And it's a beautiful neutral warm tone palette that when these first got released, I was like, no. I'm not going to buy that one. I'm not going to buy that one because that's like the one that I would buy. And every time I go to the counter, I'm like, oh, I really want that one. And they're very frequently sold out of this. So I was like, I guess I could order it online, but I was like, nah, next time I come, I'll just see if they have it in stock. So she had to check the stock room for me, but she did find me Warm Ocean Sunset. And it doesn't look like much here on camera, but it is a really beautiful, just like soft, warm toned palette, very perfect for, my undertones. And these are my colors. And it's just a really nice, quick, everyday palette that I very much enjoy. OMG, says Amy. Hi, Ash to the V. Yes, I'm glad you didn't miss it too. Welcome. Southlander is asking, is the Clé de Peau loose powder a setting or a finishing powder? It is a setting powder. So I usually go in with that after I put on my foundation, I'll go in with the powder. Whereas like the Hourglass, for example, that's a finishing powder. Hi, Rose. How's it going? See you guys. Hi, Swatches by Low. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to thumb up the live, guys. It helps recommend it to everybody. Hi, Francine. Welcome. Okay, real quick. On my cheeks, I did this combo. So I did the Sochi blush in the shade Rosy Rest. It's a little bit like a rosy moment. I've been loving those. And then as kind of like a blush topper, I did the new Chantecaille Cheek Gelée in the shade Delight, which is that light shimmery pink. So that's what I did kind of like right here. And then I have been loving the new Kosas Soul Gazer mascara. I never would have purchased this because I don't think I would have thought anything of it, but they sent it to me in PR and I've been wearing this nonstop. I really like it. It lasts really long. It makes my lashes look really long and very defined. It's not super volumizing. It's more for the like really long, like defined fluttery effect. And it lasts really well in the heat and is very easy to remove. It says it's for sensitive eyes. My eyes are kind of sensitive and hasn't bothered me. Very easy to remove. So that's good for sensitive eyes. And it also has like a lash serum, like lash care ingredients in it. I don't know if they're as like expensive as like the Chantecaille ones or whatnot, but I use the Swede lash serum on a daily basis for the growth of my lashes. I don't know if this is gonna like grow your lashes. I think it's more just like for, so that they don't get brittle when you wear mascara. So does the Kosas come in brown? I don't think it does. A lot of times what these brands do is they launch it in a classic black and then 6 months later, once they see if it's selling well, they'll be like, it's in a brown, and then it kind of gets you thinking about the mascara again. I'll tell you what did launch in a brown shade. My favorite Hourglass mascara, the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions mascara. That came out in brown, but I haven't gotten a chance to actually use it yet. I have it, but I didn't use it. So can't tell you about the shade of brown, but I love that mascara. So I was excited it came out. Did I buy any lipsticks during the Sephora lipstick sale? Girl, I almost did. I put a bunch in my cart and then I was like, you do not need these lipsticks. But I was tempted to get some of the Mario ones, both the lipsticks and the what's it called? I always want to call it Moisture Surge, but it's not called that. It's called Moisture Glow, I think. I wanted to get like the cherry one. I almost got some, but then I stopped because I just bought a couple Clé de Peau lipsticks and I was like, no, enjoy what you already bought. So I used restraint. Oh, Shug ordered the Kosas mascara and it arrives tomorrow. Well, let me know. Rose G said, ooh, I just ordered the rosy blush and used your code, Sophia. Thank you. Oh, which one? This one, the Soshi? These are so nice. You can't go wrong with any shade. Hi, Karen. Welcome to the live. Someone was asking me, I'm lost now, if this is a tubing mascara. It doesn't come off in those little clumps like a tubing mascara would, but it comes off like with warm water. It melts off. It doesn't tube off. But in the aspect of does it come off very easily with a little bit of warm water and your cleanser? Yes, it does. So I don't think I can technically call it a tubing mascara. Hi, Swatches by Lo. So excited for this live. Let me catch up. I'm definitely trying the Kosas mascara, says Rachel. I saw it at Sephora today. The sign says it gives benefits to your natural lashes. Yeah, it's like can't hurt to moisturize my lashes. And it's not like crazy, it's not like an insane price point. Sarah just got the Soshi blush in Copper Spice, and I really love it. It's so good, right? That's my favorite shade. Becky said, I got you said Dior foundation, but I think you mean Dior foundation stick, and it changed my life. I haven't disliked a single thing you influenced me to buy, Sophia, lol. that makes me feel happy because I don't want you guys to buy things that you don't need, and I want to make sure they're good recommendations. Um, Hi Sindhu Sumus. I'm not sure. I don't know that's your username, so I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing not pronouncing that correctly. Okay, you want to try the Prada highlighters. Not sure it suits warm, dusky skin tones. Well, how deep is your skin tone? I would say the deepest one is quite warm, and I would definitely think it would suit a warm, dusky skin tone for sure. Jillian says, yes, I have several backups of the Dior Stick Foundation. Wow. Let me see. Oh, I forgot to tell you what was on my lips. On my lips is this Guerlain lip oil. This one is in Peach Glow. Peach Glow. Now, I have this. I purchased one of these when they first came out. Really love them. And I think it's called Pop Glow. It's the one that's hot pink. I bought the brightest one. And because I bought the pink one, what I didn't realize is that because this one was gifted to me by Guerlain, what I didn't realize is these are like pH adjusting. So it's the peachy glow, but they turn very pink on the lips. Now, I still love the way that they look. I was wearing the lavender one to the mall on Monday, and I looked into the mirror when I was at the Clé de Peau counter, and I was like, this looks so pretty. But I also was thinking to myself, wow, it like turned very, very pink. So I really like these. I like how thick they are. They smell like honey. They kind of feel like honey. They're very luscious. I know a lot of you guys like these. But what I didn't realize because I had the pinkest shade is that they are quite pH adjusting. So this doesn't really look, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really look orange on my lips. There will be a slight differentiation between all of them. Like this one looks more warm and the lavender one looks more cool. But I just want to warn you, like they do turn very, very pink. Is the formula similar to Clarins? You know what? I don't remember I haven't had a Clarins lip oil in a really long time. If I remember thinking back to that, I think that these are thicker. Help me out, guys, because I know a bunch of you have tried both of them. Femline says, thank you for the Ilia blurring blush rec. Oh, you're welcome. I love it more than the Chanel cream to powder blush. Oh, that's good. They're a little bit, more user friendly because it's like a powder formula. Tara wants to know, are the Dior Stick foundations good for 45-year-old mature skin? I would say yes. I would definitely say yes. Laurel is asking if we prefer the Dior Stick or the Westman Atelier. I've gone through several of the latter, haven't yet tried Dior. I like the Westman Atelier, but the Dior foundation stick is a lot more moisturizing and like glowy and blurring, whereas I find the Westman Atelier to be, you know, I don't want to say matte, but it's not as much of a hydrating formula. Like there's a lot of people that don't like the Dior foundation stick because they tell me, "Oh, it transfers so much. It's like too glowy. It's like too much on my skin." So, I think it's a foundation stick that unlike a lot of others really suits drier skin types. A lot of other foundation sticks they're kind of more like matte. Oh no, the copper spice sold out? Is this on their website? I think they're sold at Credo as well, guys. So you might be able to get the copper spice at Credo. Kathy says, I follow Sophia to be de-influenced. Her reviews are so spot on. It's not fun. It's not fun for me if I like everything, you know? I like to say when I don't like something, and we're gonna do that today in the ranking. Um, okay, you guys like Dior. Westman Atelier is drier than Dior. I agree. Hi, Makeup Esquire. Welcome to the live. Rona Bell is asking, when are the new Dior whipped blushes and powder release date here in the US? I don't know. Like none of us know. We're just waiting for them to be live on the website. They have them on the website, but they're just like collecting email addresses so you can set a reminder. I believe the powders are already on the website. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I thought the powders were available to buy unless they sold out. Yeah, Ash to the B. If you like thicker formulas for the oils, you're definitely gonna like the Guerlain because these are the thickest ones I've tried for sure. You guys have a lot of good recommendations. Um, have I ever tried the Dior Forever Cushion Powder? I have not. Is that a loose powder? I just like I don't like to buy too many powders because I would just will never use them up. Rose is saying that the Clarins lip oil is thinner but luxe feeling and smells great. Guerlain is much thicker in opacity and pinker, like you said, Sophia, even if you get the neutral colors. I highly recommend the Clarins. Okay, so it sounds like they're both good. Just depends on if you want it to be thicker or not. Um, yeah, I like that this gives a lot of nice color to the lips, but I don't think everybody will like that. But I really seriously do love this formula. My lips have been really dry and it's been really helpful. Um, Becky is saying, speaking of Guerlain lippies, I want to get my first lipstick. Would satin or matte formula be better? I mean, it just depends on what you like. I would recommend, like, if you are going to spend that much on a lipstick because you have to get like the case and the lipstick, I would recommend going for a satin in a shade that you wear a lot. You know, maybe that's a nude, maybe that's a pink or a mauve. Maybe you like to wear red a lot. Like Guerlain has some absolutely stunning reds. I would go for a shade that you think you would wear a lot in the satin formula. When are the Dior face quads releasing? You know what? I don't actually know, but I was looking back in my videos last year because a lot of times they like, you know, brands like they launch similar collections, similar times. And I'm just looking now because they launched a backstage collection last year. And let me see what month that was in. So my video was on September 18th. That was the last time they launched the backstage palette, that celestial purple, I think it was called. So if I were to guess, I would say mid-September. I could be wrong, but like if we're looking at their previous release timing, that's what I would say. Oh, the powder, the Dior powder is still weightless. Oh man, that stinks. Hi, Laura. She said, hello from Australia. It's my first time making it to a live. Welcome. She says, I was wondering if anyone knows the approximate time the Chanel collection will be released. Well, I'm glad you asked, Laura, because that was the next thing I was going to talk about. Give me a second. So thank you to the Sophia Sees Beauty. How do I screen share? Where's the thing? They changed all the buttons here. Thank you to my members community for giving me a heads up about this, because apparently, make this bigger. Apparently there is a landing page for them now, and there's a countdown. So there you go. And I linked this towards the top of the links in the description. I think this is the first link in the description box, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be interested. So check the description box if you want to, do the notify me or whatever. But when it's going to come out. Everybody you watch on YouTube is probably going to be letting you know. So this is coming in 12 days, which I believe is August 19th. Is that correct? I think we said August 19th in the Discord. So we got a little less than 2 weeks for these to launch. Jessica said, what color did you say you were wearing in the lip oil? This is the Peach Glow, number 319. Becky said, thank you. I have my eyes on Le Beige Noisette. I know I pronounced that incorrectly. Noisette. Robbie said, a really nice lipstick is the Clé de Peau. Yeah, both the satin and the matte ones are really good. My favorite is the satin. I'm itching to see the new Pat McGrath Labs XLV collection. Well, it's not Pat McGrath XLV, but I know what you mean. I know. I'm excited for that. Tyga said, why does this feel like a Pat McGrath release style? It kind of, you know what? It kind of does. And when like the colors flash across the screen right there, doesn't that kind of look like a Mothership palette? Do you think these will include the two new face palettes as well? I don't think it will. I don't know. I don't think it will, because I think it's just gonna be a collection of those eyeshadows. But hey, what do I know? I have no idea. Laura says, I want that orange Cosmos from Clé de Peau. I know, it's such a good shade. When I went to the counter, unfortunately, they didn't have the new lipsticks. They only had one of them, I think. And I was going to try on some of the other ones in my vlog, but sadly they didn't have them, so I couldn't see them. I think the blue one, Robbie, is going to be, excuse me, I think that one is going to be in this release. I'm almost positive. Let me look. Because I think, was it Christina? Somebody posted. Yeah, so Christina posted what the colors are going to look like. Let me see if I can maybe just share this. These are the ones that are going to be launched. I'll just read it out to anybody who's listening in the back. So the first palette is called Baroque, which is going to be, it's going to have a shimmery magenta purple, a satiny orange gold, a satiny light pink, and a satiny copper red. So it's going to be kind of like gold warm tones with a pop of purple, basically. The next one is going to be called Mademoiselle, and it's going to be a satiny light pink, a satiny peachy pink, a satiny taupe, and a satiny ivory beige. So that's going to be like, it's going to be, light salmony pink and beige. This is the one that I'm the least excited about. Then this one is going to be called Stellar. This is the one that I want the most. This one is a satiny ashy beige, a gold highlighter, an earthy copper, and a silver blue. So it's kind of like, neutrals with a gold and blue. Very beachy looking. So there's that. It's basically going to be the Chanel version of Viseart Soleil La Plage palette. It's basically the Chanel version of that. And then let me see. Oh no. Hold on. Rosy beige, deep brown, movie taupe. Maybe the blue one isn't in this release. Am I wrong? Okay, so this one says couture, a medium purple brown, a satiny rosy beige. Oh, a satiny deep brown and a mauvey taupe. Okay, so this must be the one that looks like the little chocolate box that we talked about. So maybe the blue one isn't in here. Maybe the blue one is later in the season. Let me see what you guys are saying. Alicia said, I want all the new Clé de Peau lipsticks that you tried on for us. Aren't the shades so good? Okay, so Jacqueline is saying the all blue is for the holidays. Okay, my bad. My bad, guys. Somebody told me that the blue was going to be in there. Laura says, I'm intrigued by Couture and Mademoiselle. Okay, you're intrigued by the two neutral ones. Is there a winter collection or is it just the 4 eyeshadows? Says Mary. So there's definitely going to be a holiday collection. This, I believe, is going to be fall, is perhaps. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know because this is not like, is it a full collection for fall? Remember last year they did, like the initiation, divination collection. Like they did that for fall. And then they had a separate holiday collection. That's usually what we get. I don't know if this is like a separate little thing, like they did the Byzance collection. So maybe this is like, oh, instead of Byzance, we do this. And then maybe there's going to be a separate fall collection that has those two eyeshadow palettes. Okay, you guys are saying that the blue one is for holiday and it's called Starry Night. That does sound very holiday. Yeah, that the blue one looks very interesting. I'm mostly excited for Baroque and Stellar. But hopefully they get these in the boutique first and then I'll go just look at them in person and then I can, whether I buy them all or not, I'll give you my thoughts on what they look like. But wanted to share that with you because that's all I got. But it's something, like we know when they're going to launch. I could do Baroque, says Laura. Indeed. I like the idea. I like gold and purple because they're sort of like opposite shades on the color wheel. So I like that contrast. Yeah, some of you guys are saying like you're annoyed that some of these things there's certain releases like the Dior Lilac Quad that is available in Asia, but it's not available in the US. Ravi said, it's so frustrating, but then again, it's just colored powder. Indeed, it's just colored powder. So if you want to notify yourself, in case you're not on social media or something that day, you can click on the link in the description box, click notify me. And yeah, we can all just stare at this countdown. Let me see. We have to fly overseas. Yeah, we just have to go on a trip. This is a good thing, guys. It just means we get to go on a trip, right? We have an excuse. I would love to do a trip to like Korea or Japan. Like a beauty retreat. Okay. Two other quick little like beauty news things. There wasn't much there's not much going on now. There's not as many sales. I have not tried yet the new RMS concealer. but they are sending me a couple of shades, and I was hoping I would get it today so I could give you like a first impressions, but I haven't gotten it yet. I know some of you guys were able to test it and you said you liked it, but it is available now on the website. So just letting you know. Maybe wait for a review though. If you care about my review, maybe wait for the review and I'll let you know how I like it. But I'm very excited for it. Because they always do a lot of good moisturizing things with their products. I think I got the lightest shade, this neutral one, CNO3, and then WNO4. So I'm gonna try these three shades and see if they work. Um, Laura said, people do those yoga retreats. We could all bring our makeup and you can do master classes. That'd be so fun. Okay, so this dropped, and then the only like good sale going on right now is the Derm Store sale, which I feel like these are so underhyped. There's so many like expensive things that you can get discounts on. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm ordering from the sale. So they've got the 111 skin or 111 skin. I don't know how to say it. These are the cryo depuffing masks. They also have eye gels. These are the only masks that I really like. I did get some eye gels at as a freebie from the Clay to Poe counter, so I'm excited to try those. But I love these masks. They're so expensive, so I only buy them when there's a sale. But they cool down your whole face and just depuff, and they're a little treat. Like they're seriously a treat. They also have, if you bought the Derma Flash like I did recently, maybe you got it in the Nordstrom anniversary sale. They have the Derma Flash, I think, in the sale, but I'm going to be buying some of these cartridge refills. So there's that. I'm also going to be buying, this is the hair serum that I've been using to try and grow my hair because I have very thin hair. And I was like, you know what? I I think it's time for me to try something to grow back at least some around like the front of my hairline here. I just have really thin hair. So this is what I've been using for about a month or two. I'm not ready to share my results just yet, but I'm going to be getting another bottle of this because it doesn't last that long. Like you gotta keep up with it. So some of you guys told me in the members live that you use this and like it as well. So this is what I've been using. I actually bought my first bottle in the last Derm Store sale, so I'm going to be buying another one. And then I'm not going to be buying this because I already have a nearly full bottle, but they also have the Dr. Diamond's Medicine plasma serum that I use every night in the sale as well. I love this stuff. It does a great job at kind of like brightening, hydrating the skin, helping with cell turnover. I feel like it's just like a pore perfecting serum that is just it's really really nice. I love this stuff. So I don't need this. I don't get backups of things really. But just wanted to give you a heads up that this is in the sale. So those are my top picks. And yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up. I think the code is cheer. I think cheer gets you 25% off. There are a couple of brands that are excluded, but the vast majority of things on the site are included. So yeah, I heard that serum is good, says Ash to the Bee. I love it. I've been using it for over a year now. Yes, Kathy, she said, I was intrigued by the Actin Acre as a possible replacement for the Sisley serum, which is so expensive. I That's funny you say that because I was thinking of getting the Sisley one and I was like, maybe I should try something cheaper before I spend that much on a hair serum, and I've never used hair serum. So I was also tempted to try the Sisley, but I decided to use the Actin Acre. I did take a before photo, but I was going to try and use it for at least, I've been using it for 2 months, but I wanted to use it for at least one more month before I took an after photo. Um, Let me see. Acton Acre is good, says Laura. I'm on auto ship with them. That's probably what I should do because I ran out when I was on vacation and then I didn't have it for like a week. And then I was like, oh no, is my hair not going to stop growing? The Derm Store sale is so good. I already got my order. Yay. What did you get? This is a reminder for me that I need to place my order tonight. I still haven't done it. Okay, Kathy says the Sisley serum works, but it's crazy expensive. Oh, so glad they were helpful, Tara. The Nordstrom videos were fun to make too. Okay, so those are all of the new things, the newness. Now we're gonna get why can't I talk? Now we are going to get into ranking summer beauty. Lego. All right. So if any of you guys are new to this, am I sharing the right tab? Yes, I am. Just wanted to make sure. If any of you are new to this, the way that it works is I've done this for the past like couple of seasons. We did this for like the holiday or like year-end releases. We did it for the spring releases. And now I tried to grab everything that I guess was like a major launch since the last time we did this. And you know what? There was more than I thought there was going to be. There was a little more than I thought there was going to be. And then I create these little tiered sections basically. And we're going to put these products into these sections. And I'm going to give you my 2 cents and you guys are going to give me your 2 cents. And then we're going to come on to an agreement of where to put the product. Maybe we'll disagree, but that is the fun of this. Rachel said, OMG, this was so fun last time. Okay, good. Yes, Casey, the truth shall prevail.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Okay, so let me give you a little rundown of the different tiers. My voice is so tired today, guys, so forgive me. Ugh. I was filming yesterday and on a bunch of calls. Okay, so the top tier is called, and it's all summer themed, obvi, Sun-Kissed Standout. Now, these are going to be our favorite products of the summer. This is like highly recommend. This is going to be like probably in the best makeup of 2025 video at the end of the year, or at least if you were filming that video, it would be in your video. These are like new holy grails that we love. Okay. The next one is Summer Lovin'. Have me a blast. Okay. Summer Lovin'. This is going to be, okay, maybe not like the best of the best, but we really like this product. Maybe it doesn't work for everybody. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of controversy. Maybe it's like only good for one skin type or something like that. But still very much loving this product. Might be more of like a seasonal thing. Like maybe you only use this in the summer, but that's okay. It's a summer favorite. Then the next one here is like mid. It's beach bag backup. Like you're bringing it with you, but it's like the backup. Okay. There are some things that could be improved. Not a bad product, could be improved, needs improvement. Maybe some people really like it, but some people kind of don't. Maybe it's a little bit overhyped, but it's not, worthless. Maybe it's a little bit overpriced for what it is. Wait for a sale type of a thing, right? It's on the wish list, but like you're not running to buy it. Otherwise, it would be in Summer Lovin'. Then the third tier is Missed the Wave. This is like, we don't really like it. There was so much potential, but it missed the wave. It didn't catch the wave. There's so much potential for this product, but sadly, it's just like not that good. Not that good for the price, not that good for what it is. And then the worst one is Total Meltdown. Obviously, we don't like this product. That's the bottom tier. It's done. We don't want anything to do with it. So those are the tiers. What do we think? Love the ranking names, says Jocelyn. Thank you. Where can you buy the YSL Unexplored Garden palette? It's sold out 3 times, so I don't think you can buy it anywhere at the moment, unfortunately. I keep getting comments on my video like, is it available? I can't find it anywhere. But it's not that it's not available. It's just sold out at the moment, but it will come back in stock. So don't worry. Don't worry. My first ranking, says D. Yes, yes, love the ranking. Okay, good, good. Tier names are perfect. All right, let's go. Let's go. And by the way, I don't know why it's showing me these little screenshot things. By the way, I have more than just this. Like I have a whole page. We got a whole page of stuff, which is why there's no after party today. Because like if this runs a little bit late and you guys want to keep going, we'll just keep going. So yes, yes. Okay, all right, let's jump in, guys. Let's jump in. I'll just go in order here, but if you see something you want to rank next, just pop it in the chat. Just shout it out, okay? All right, so here is first up. This is the palette I had in my monthly favorites video. This is the Viseart, the what's it called? The Midsummer Lumiere palette. What do you guys think of this? I really like this palette. I don't think that this is like the most unique color story from Viseart. And like, as we've discussed in a previous live, it does look a little bit similar to some of the other ones. Hey, we're buying these neutral palettes, so they keep coming out with the neutral palettes. But I really like the formula and I do enjoy the color story. And it's been a really nice palette to bring with me when I travel. But what do you guys think of this? Summer lovin' it is, says Ash to the B. Summer lovin', says Laura. Ami Beauty says Viseart equals sun-kissed standout. I feel like everything I get from Viseart is a sun-kissed standout. Summer lovin' says Venetia, sorry, excuse me, says Venetia. Clarissa says, ooh, beach bag backup. I would put it in Summer Lovin' as well. Laurel is saying, what program are you using for this? This is just in Canva. This is like what I use to make my thumbnails. And then I just made this little grid. I just made this little grid and took a bunch of screenshots. Yeah, I would put this in Summer Lovin' because I really like it. I don't really have anything bad to say about it other than the fact that I think there's other options on the Viseart site that would be just as good. It's not like out of all the Viseart palettes, like you need to get this one. It's like, no, if you like this color story, get this one. But there's like another similar color story right around the corner of the Viseart website that you could, that you could use instead. Canva is a sun-kissed standout, lol. Hi, Magic Dark Star. Hi, everyone. Love from the UK. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining us. I know it's late over there. Yes, Canva is amazing. They might have even had this as a layout, like a little, ranking grid of sorts. All right, so we're going to put this in Summer Lovin'. All right. Next up, we have the Elia blushes. I know these are a little new. Why is this showing me a screenshot thing? Crop that out. How dare you do this to me on my live, Canva? All right. How many of you guys tried these? What do we think? What do we think about it? Miss the wave, says Laura. Ooh, you don't. What do you guys think of these? I like these. I don't think it's like, oh my gosh, like never seen a blush before, but I do like these blushes. Beach bag backup, says Ami. Beach bag backup, says Southlander, says Kia. Are they worth trying? I mean, I like them, but so many blushes have come out. It's like I kind of have fatigue. It's in my Sephora cart. I will order based on where we rank it. Lol. Rachel says Sunkiss standout. Summer lovin', says Marie. Lenley says that she likes that glimpse shade. Yeah, that's a nice shade. Carrie says, didn't try them, but at that price, that packaging, no mirror, missed the wave. So I would put these at beach bag backup because I do think the formula is really nice, but I agree. I think they're like a couple dollars too expensive. The packaging is not that good. So it's kind of like, all right, formula's nice, but could use some improvement. This is like wait for a sale. When they go on sale, grab them, which they will. You know, Sephora sale or Black Friday or something like that. So I don't want to say that they're not worth trying because I think it's a really nice formula. And like I've been wearing mine, but I'm not going to tell someone, oh my gosh, you have to like run out and get this, especially when there's so many blushes out there. So I'm going to say beach bag backup. Ho ho ho! What are we going to say for this? What are we going to say? What do you guys think? Were you underwhelmed by Unexplored Garden? I would buy them during a sale, says Ash to the Bee. Yeah. Sunkiss standout, says Amit. Underwhelmed. Sunkiss standout, says Justine. Beach bag backup, says Amy. Magic Dark Star says Sunkiss standout. Sunkiss standout. I like the pink palette more. Sunkiss standout. Amit says, I got mine on Friday and I love it. Yay.
So you agree? What? You think you're really pretty?
I think it's pretty. So Clarissa says, I didn't buy it because I have the Guerlain, the Lisa Eldridge, the Clé de Peau, and the Victoria Beckham Beauty Green ones. Yeah. I admire your restraint. Ooh, beach backup. Miss the wave, says Shug. Let's see. Paula says, I was excited, but the fallout from the lightest color is annoying. Yes, I warned you guys. I always remind you, they are very glittery, those topper shades. D said, I preferred the Guerlain Emerald Feather. Okay, well, we're going to rank that one too. We are all over the place with this one. This one is sold out, by the way, guys. It's sold out at the moment. I don't know. Where should we put this? I'm a little torn, guys. If I'm going to put it Sunkiss Standout or Summer Lovin'. Because I like it. See what else is here. What else would I put? I'm so torn. Why is this my... Thank goodness this is the hardest decision I've had to make today. I'm going to put it in Summer Lovin'. I'm going to put it in Summer Lovin'. Because I think it's a really nice palette. I like it. Will it be my favorite ever? I'm not sure. I really like that Chanel Mediterranean palette. So I'm kind of like, I don't think this tops that. And some of you guys don't like it. So I'm going to put it in Summer Lovin'. Now, let's talk about, let's just do all of them. Let's do all of them one by one if you guys care. So here is Majestic Riyadh. This one annoyed me a little bit because I thought it was going to be more of like a rich burgundy tone, but it's kind of just very pink to me. So for me, I would put this in Mist the Wave. Even though the formula is fine, like there's nothing wrong with this palette. It's just, I was kind of, I don't know. A lot of you guys were excited about this color story when we got those sneak peeks. Like everybody wanted the green one and the burgundy one. And then once this got released, I felt like nobody cared about it. So that's why I would say Miss the Wave. Miss the Wave. Miss the Wave. Sunkissed Standard, says Ash to the Bee. It was a standout in the respect everyone wanted. Some of you are saying Unexplored Garden is at Dillard's. There's probably like one left, so you better get it. Miss the Wave, not my colors. Summer Lovin', says Linda. Okay, love that. It looks more vivid than their other pink palettes. I do like that. I like that it's more vivid. I wanted it to be less purple undertone, more brown undertone. I wanted it to be like an aged wine, not a young wine. Miss the Wave, says Michelle. Color Story Burgundy, challenging for me to wear. Sounds like a lot of you guys don't like burgundy shadow. Magic Darkstar says Summer Lovin'. Tara says that she likes it more than the green one. Yeah, we are all over the board with this. There's nothing wrong with this palette, though. I'm just going to say Mist the Wave. And like, I like burgundy palettes. But for me, like the tones in real life just, they weren't as inspiring to me. But let's do Captivating Dunes next. Captivating Dunes I really liked, although it's just, I mean, it's not the same as the other ones they've done. It's more cool toned, but it is, I do feel like there's a missed opportunity here. They could have done something a little bit more interesting, but they came out with another neutral palette. What did you guys think of this? I think it's a beautiful palette. But I guess the question is like, do you think that this one is better than maybe like other cool palettes that you have? Would this be your beach bag backup, or would you actively choose this one, Summer Lovin'? Summer Lovin', says Trisha. Beach bag backup, says Carol. And Clarissa. Miss the Wave, says Kathy. It doesn't top Store Dolls. Beach bag backup, says Justine. Too much like Store Dolls. Yeah, it's more cool tone, but yeah, it's just like, you know, you don't need both. Robbie says, definitely Sunkissed standout. You guys are all over the board. Paula wants to know if this one has as much fallout as Unexplored Garden. All of these quads are going to have glitter shades. And like they are for toppers, so you need to pat them on the eye not you might already know this, but I'm just saying this for the group. Those topper shades, like you should not be swiping them on your eye. You want to like do the look without that topper shade. Then at the very end, like, tap it on with a finger or like a flat brush, or you could wet the brush first to kind of be a little bit more precise about it. That's what I would recommend. But almost all of the quads are going to have that kind of glitter component to them. I had to label mine because similarities, says Amy. It's always good to label your makeup, helps you stay organized. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this in, I want to put it in Summer Lovin' because it's really nice, but it just was kind of underwhelming, wasn't it? No one's going to look back and be like, oh my gosh, remember that release? So I think we got to put it in Beach Bag Backup because it's kind of like, okay, not that different from other things that they've launched. Whereas like the Unexplored Garden was like, ooh, something a little different. And I think that's why everybody wanted this, because it was different. It's still kind of like somewhat wearable because it's still kind of like a neutral, it's a trendy color. It's very basic. Yes, she basic. Yes, everyone's calling her basic. Yes. All right. And then lastly, we have Captivating Dunes. This one was disappointing to me. And I mean, I guess this photo looks better, but the promo photos made this look like it was going to be more summery, more coral. And then when I got it, it was like, oh, this is such a boring palette. It looked just like a Charlotte Tilbury quad. And then the topper shade was just a little bit too chunky for me. So for me, this was like one of the bottom two. Definitely one of the bottom two. Missed the Wave barely showed up on my skin. Casey says, if the pink shimmer was swapped for something brighter or different. Yes, that's a good point. Oh, sorry. This is Sunrise Safari. Did I say Captivating Dunes a second time? My bad. Sunrise Safari. Laura said, I would have liked more coral, my fave. Missed waves, missed the wave, missed the wave, missed the wave. Rachel says that she loves this. It's perfect for me for every day. Wendy says, miss the wave. It reminds me of Charlotte Tilbury. Meg says, beach bag backup. Total meltdown, says Jacqueline. Janala says, miss the wave. I think miss the wave. I agree. I think this is for the I think this will appeal more for the customer who like doesn't have as many palettes, For us, we're kind of like, oh, it looks like Charlotte Tilbury, but like, Charlotte Tilbury sells a lot of palettes. A lot of people like her palettes. So it's not a total meltdown. It's not a bad palette. It's just kind of like, could have been great, but it's just same, but different, All right, what do we want to rank next, guys? Can you see all of the things here? Call them out. Call them out. Let's make it juicy. Deaf for a different customer, says Rachel. Dior. All right, let's do Dior then. Dior blush sticks. Okay, we'll do the Dior blush sticks and the palette. All right. What do you guys think of these? One of the hottest releases of the summer. Where is it going to fall? My goodness. Oh my goodness. Especially given the other blushes that were launched. So we had the Charlotte Tilbury one, we had the Victoria Beckham Beauty ones, we had the Chanel ones. A lot of blush sticks and blushes came out. Sun-kissed for Shirley, says Miriam. Some of you guys say beach bag backup. Summer lovin', says Carol. Total meltdown, says Venetia. Beach bag backup, says Southlander 71. Janala says beach bag backup. Summer lovin'. Let's do it. Let's do a poll. Because since these are such a big release, let's do a poll. Don't forget to thumb up the live. And subscribe if you're new, although most of you probably already subscribed. All right, hold on. Summer loving, had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. I think I can only put 4 options. But that's okay. All right, vote. Vote for what you think. The people will speak. The people shall vote. Thank you, Jacqueline, for gifting a Sophia Sees Beauty membership. Let me put you in while you guys are voting. I will put you in the Hello Kitty raffle. Thank you. For anybody who came in late or who is new, if you give a super chat or if you gift a membership during any of the lives in August, you are entered into a raffle for a $100 gift card to the beauty or fashion retailer of your choice. So it's just a little fun game that we do. It's back, baby, by popular request. A total wipeout, says Casey. I like that one. All right, let's see where we at. Okay, 31% says summer lovin'. Oh, but 31% says miss the wave. Oh my gosh, this is controversial. Who's going to tip the vote? If you are lurking, which is fine, you might want to go to your phone and vote because, oh, some of you are tipping it. Some of you are tipping the vote. We got, this is like neck and neck right now. So we got 20% sun-kissed standout, 30% summer lovin', 17% say beach bag backup, and now we're 34% miss the wave. Rock the vote, people. Thank you, Marie, for the super chat. Let me get you on here. Thank you so much. Put you in my Hello Kitty here. We need your votes, says Wendy. Casey said, this doesn't help me, guys. Haha. I don't know why, but I love a stick product. Oh, so Lisa says we didn't need the fragrance in these. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that kind of minty fragrance. Thank you, Sarah, for gifting a Sophia Sees Beauty membership. Sarah B, my beauty bestie. Put you in there. Too dewy, says Venetia. They're too sticky, says Rose. I have to listen to the people, okay? Those of you who were listening, you came in and you demolished Summer Lovin'. So it's going to go under Miss the Wave. This is fun. I'll do more polls for the controversial ones. Okay. So we'll go back to Dior. Let's do the Charlotte Tilbury. Let's do all the blush sticks sequentially, okay? So here is Charlotte Tilbury. Should we do another poll? Thank you, Dee, for gifting us Sophia Sees Beauty membership. I'm gonna do a poll for this, and then Dee, I'll put you in the basket while you guys vote. Hold on, let me add this. Okay, CT blush sticks. I keep forgetting the names of the things. Sunkissed stand out. I don't think we're gonna put this in the worst one, so. Okay. Rock the vote, people. Rock that vote. All right, let me get that super chat in here. Total meltdown. No. Thank you, Dee. I love the fragrance of these, says Kathy. Sarah said, I'm going to go grab one right now for my shower makeup to make sure I still feel the same, lol. You don't want to vote. You got to vote honestly. These were a little better, says Ash to the Bee. Total meltdown, says Tyga. Sunkissed standout, says Clarissa. I liked these. I like these. I would put these in maybe Summer Lovin'. Maybe Summer Lovin'. Maybe Beach Bag Backup only because I like the Westman Atelier. And there's like more shades with those. Becky says, total meltdown. I hated these, lol. So tell me why you guys hated these. Because a lot of people like these. Rachel said, this is embarrassing to ask, but what is shower makeup? That's a very good question, Rachel. So shower makeup is makeup that you put on before you're going to shower, and it's just for fun. Like maybe you're practicing your makeup, or you're like, ooh, I got this new thing. Let me just test it out. And if I look like a clown, it's totally okay because I'm literally going to go take a shower after this. So sometimes, you know, I do that during these lives because I just like, eat dinner and go to bed after these lives, or I get something sent to me in PR and it's like, ooh, I want to try this out. And I just like put it on my face knowing that I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to wash it off. So it's shower makeup. Annalisa, thank you for the super chat. So generous of you guys. All right, hold on. That's a beautiful name. Put you in our Hello Kitty. Karen says that she loves these blushes, but she layers them with the powder version. Wendy says, Summer Lovin', these were actually solid. Yeah, I thought these were solid. Too dewy and pigmented, says Amy. Miss the Wave, says Joyce. Okay, Laura says, I love the bright colors, but cheapy packaging. For once, I loved a Charlotte Tilbury product. I love shower makeup too, says Rose. She needs more shades. I wonder if you guys would feel differently if she had different shades. Yay, Tara was gifted a membership. She said, thanks so much. So thank you to the our members who gifted memberships today. I want Mimi from Westman Atelier. That's a good one, Casey. Clarissa, thank you for the super chat. Yes, Rachel says, great for dramatic eye looks that you want to practice. Exactly. You don't want to practice when you're like getting ready for somebody's wedding, you know? I wear shower makeup every single day. Love it. Let me see how this is doing. Okay, we're all over the board. I need you guys to vote. We've got 17% Sunkissed Standout, 27% Summer Lovin', Beach Bag Backup 26%, and Miss the Wave 29%. Whenever we vote, it does skew more negatively, I feel like, because it's hard to please everybody, you know, like not everything is for everybody. Ooh, Miss the Wave 30%. It's so close. It's like people are either loving it or they're hating it. So like that's you guys are going back and forth. All right. I'm going to have to give it to Missed the Wave. I hate to put it in Miss the Wave because I think these are cute, but whatever. The people have spoken. And hold on, I missed some super chats. Francine, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. And then hold on. Someone else. Shoes and Makeup Girl, how are you? Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Becky, thank you so much for the super chat. I have so much fun in these lives. So glad I found your channel, Sophia. Oh, thank you for your sweet comment and for the super chat. I have fun too. Get you guys in our little Hello Kitty here. Missy Doll says they are better than the Dior. Okay. What do we want to do next? Do we want to do these Dior palettes? Since I told you we'd go back to the Dior. Wait, did I do all the blush? Wait, no, hold on. We got to do the Chanel blushes. One sec. I lied. We're going to do Chanel blushes next. These are like not my favorite. Like they're fine. I still like Westman Atelier more than these. I actually think I like the Charlotte Tilbury ones more than these. The Dior are so dewy. I feel like I can't really, like they're just different. They're a very different product. I have yet to pick these up. Sunkissed, says Ash to the Bee. Miss the Wave, says Meg. Summer Lovin', says Venetia. Sunkissed, says Sarah. How do they compare to the Dior? These are more of like a dry touch finish. Like they're not dewy. They're kind of like have like a silicone-y type of feel to them. The Dior are like really dewy, very like watercolor. Some people say that they're too sticky. So they're actually really different. Swatches by Low said, I loved these. I think the colors were just punchy and fun for summer. They were punchy and fun. I did like that they did fun colors for sure. Miss the Wave, says Linda. Mitzi Doll says, Westman Atelier is number one. I have most of them. I wear Bichette and Poppet the most. I still really like the Westman Atelier a lot as like a good kind of like middle. I don't mean middle of the road in terms of like how good they are. I mean like in terms of the formulation, like they're not super matte. They're not super dewy. I think they're very easy for people to use. Summer Lovin', says Angela. Too dry, says Francine. I kind of feel like they're a little dry also. Stacy says, I'm new to makeup, however, love Westman. Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. If you're new to makeup, that's a great brand to try. Beach Bag Backup, says Carol. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Tara said, I'm new to makeup too. Well, you guys are in the right place because like literally everyone in the chat can give you recommendations in addition to me. Where are we going to put this? I'm going to put this in Beach Bag Backup because like they're good. I don't know. I wouldn't put these over these though, is the thing. But you guys voted for this, not me. I'm going to put this here. It seems like a lot of you guys like this formula. I think they're fine. Would I rush to buy more? No. Personally, I would just like use my Westman Atelier ones. And that's why it's a Beach Bag Backup. Mitzi Doll wants to talk about the Victoria Beckham cheek tints. The reviews are sharply divided online. Yeah, I can see that. No, we didn't do that one yet, but I have it right here. Okay, guys, where would you put this? I like the one I got. I like this. I think it's a cool product, and I love the way it looks on my cheeks. But this is a thing where like maybe we would put it in Beach Bag Backup because there's just, you know, it's kind of all over the place. I love my Westman Atelier. A lot of you guys like the Westman Atelier ones. Want, says Casey. Summer Lovin', says Jacqueline. Total Meltdown, says Shug. Laura hasn't received hers yet. Lola says, I want to try the red one so bad. Total Meltdown, says Southlander. Miss the wave. Total Meltdown. It's in my cart, says Justine. What do I compare it with? I don't like trying to think. I don't really have anything super like this other than like Benefit Benetint, except this is way easier to work with because it doesn't dry immediately. So that's the thing. Like I think it's an interesting product. Can you guys think of anything that this is similar to truly that's like that liquidy? Sunkissed stand out, says Lenley. Yes, it does have a watercolor sheer effect. This red, it's called coral, but it's like a red. This is like the most natural looking red blush that I've ever tried. Usually I have to, like I like the Dior, I like the Charlotte Tilbury. There is something really nice and lightweight about this. If I'm going to go out in the heat, it's like, oh, doesn't add any weight to my makeup, doesn't add any like dewiness. I know it's a little bit annoying. It does stain the back of your hand. I put it on the palm of my hand, and I find I wash my hands afterwards and it's like pretty much gone. So it doesn't really bother me. We are so divided on this. Excuse me. I'm going to put this in Beach Bag. Don't want to put in Beach Bag Backup. I'm going to put in Beach Bag Backup because like I think I would put it in Summer Lovin', but so many of you guys don't like it that I'm going to put it middle of the road. Okay, I think we did the blushes. Let's do the Dior Canage palettes. And I also have the Miss Dior palette, which if you are a member and you join the members live or watch the replay, you've already seen me use this. What would you guys, where would you rank these? I really like these. Oh, Chanel Water Fresh tint. That's a good, yeah, that is kind of similar. I like those too. Yeah, that would be a good alternative. Not a cheaper alternative, but a good alternative. Sunkissed Standout says Shoes and Makeup Girl and Magic Dark Star and Carol. Trisha says Summer Lovin'. Home Run for Brown Cashmere. Sunkissed Standout. Sunkissed Standout I'm seeing from a lot of you guys. All right, I think we got to put it in Sunkissed Standout. Yay! Finally. What was the next one I was going to do? Oh, yeah. Let's do this one. Why are you not showing up? Hold on. Do I dare refresh the page? Oh, hold on. My dad's calling me. Hello? Hey, I'm live streaming. Is there anything you want to say to my followers? Okay, I'll let them know. Love you. Bye. He said, my daughter is the best. For some reason, maybe you guys can tell me, and I always forget, Papa sees beauty. My phone is on do not disturb, but whenever my dad calls, it comes through. Like my phone ignore, and it might be because he's my emergency contact, but like I'll be on the very occasional time when I decide to take a nap, like if I take a nap at all, he always wakes me up. I'm like, yo, you woke me up again, but it's not his fault. I don't know why the calls come through. Yeah, I was like, wait, why is it coming through? Oh, okay. Yes, he's in my favorites, Carol. Oh, if I have him as a priority contact. Okay. Yeah, I think that's why. Rachel said, tell him I made moussaka the other night. I will. He'll find that to be funny. Yeah, if they call twice, but he's not calling twice. He's not like trying to annoy me or anything. Pretty late for him to be calling. He must have had like a meeting and is driving home because it's like almost 10 o'clock over there. I'll have to check that setting. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, guys. Okay. This palette I did not like because it didn't feel like the same formula as the brown cashmere, but some of you guys were telling me that this colorway for some reason is a little bit dustier than the others.
Dusty.
I don't know if that's true. You guys will have to let me know, but I would put this in total meltdown because I don't like the packaging. I don't like that it's super expensive. I didn't really care for the formula. And it was disappointing because I saw this color story, and even though it's boring, I was like, oh, if the formula is good, that'll be really pretty. Annika says total meltdown. Beach bag backup, says Carol. Meltdown, says Wendy. Okay, Clarissa says bold black is beautiful. Love it, and I reach for it. Okay. Miss the wave, Dusty.
Dusty.
Yeah. Annalisa says love it. Like the colorway, but the feedback is upsetting. Sounds like a lot of you guys don't like it either. Robbie says that she likes the pink Miss Dior the best. It's just like, here's the thing. Like, I don't like the fact that it's so inconsistent. Like, why do we even need to be saying that, oh, this colorway is better. This is the one to get. Like, if they're inconsistent, to me, it's like the whole thing it's a no. Yes, Rachel prefers the Silk Taupe Canage palettes to this. Same. Beach bag backup at the most. Meltdown, cash grab, says Trisha. Justine says Justine got all three. They're not as good as the Canage, but she does reach for them. Okay. I'm gonna put this in total meltdown because that is a meltdown. That is a meltdown if it's inconsistent. Like if they're not all, even if they were all kind of good, that would be better. You know what I mean? All right. What next? Do we want to do, how about the Farrah Homidi bronzer? Let's vote on this one. Let's vote. One second. If you want to put this in total meltdown, just vote missed the wave and then chat total meltdown if you would like. Sunkissed standout, says Laura. Too expensive for a bit of product. Clarissa says Sunkissed standout. Total meltdown, says Nicola. Yeah, this one's going to be all over the place. Oh, wow. A lot of you hate this. Wow. I was under the impression that most people liked this. But I don't know. I'm just reading I read the comments from you guys, but it's like I'm not keeping tabs on how many. A lot of people told me they love this, and then some people told me not a huge fan. And if you prefer a deeper shade of this, obviously, like I just took a screenshot of whatever was in my Canva, but this goes for all the shades. It's more about like the bronzer itself, you know? Robbie said, summer lovin'. If it weren't so expensive for such little product and didn't hard pan so quickly, it would be higher. It is very expensive for what you get. A lot of you are saying this is overpriced. Laura says, I like the formula and the color. Overpriced for what it is. Miss the wave. I guess, personally, I would put this in Summer Lovin' because I actually enjoy using this bronzer. And because the shade is unique, that would bump it up to Summer Lovin'. But because you only, and I like the scent, but because it's so expensive for what you get, I wouldn't put it in Sunkissed Standout because there are other bronzers. Like if I never owned this bronzer, I wouldn't be super upset because I have a lot of other ones that I think are just as good, but I do like it. Um, it's the size of a MAC eyeshadow. Oh, wow. It smells amazing and the formula is good. NYX Butter Bronzer is a total dupe. You think so? Let me see the. Wow, you guys don't like this. You said Miss the Wave, 56%. Sunkissed Standout, 11%. Summer Lovin', 8%. Beach Bag Backup, 24%. Miss the Wave, 56%. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well, I have to do what you guys say. I would put this in Summer Lovin', but I understand. Okay. Put in the chat, guys, quick. What do we want to do next? We'll keep going for like at least another 20 minutes to half hour so we can get more of these done. Which one next? Which one next? Lancome, Dior Backstage, Lisa Eldridge, Lisa Eldridge. Okay, I'm reading all of your things. Okay, we'll do Lisa Eldridge. I didn't buy this one, so you guys are going to have to tell me what you think. I didn't buy this because it's not a green palette to me. Like there's one green shade and the rest are brown. So I was like, meh, I don't really care. And I don't know. I like Lisa Eldridge and her makeup, but not every single release like gets me. And this one didn't. So I don't really like her eyeshadows all that much. Summer Lovin', Sunkissed Standout. Sunkissed Standout. It's very pretty. Same, Sophia, same. Clarissa said, not worth buying. Not as good as Guerlain or Clé de Peau or Victoria Beckham Beauty. I just think that it's like, I don't even know if I would compare them because like, I feel like those others, you get more of a green look. Whereas with this, like, how many people are really going for Lisa Eldridge's customer? How many people are like really going in with that dark green and making it the standout color of the look? Or is everybody just using these three shades, you know? Maybe I'm just being a little cynical. I don't know. Sunkissed Standout. Miss the Wave. Miss the Wave. Beach Bag, says Tyga. Ooh, Littleson said, my sister bought me the Lancome palette as an early B-Day gift. Lol. Okay, well, you're going to have to tell us in a second what you think of that one. Not my color story. Not worth it. Miss the Wave. Summer Lovin'. Beach Bag. You guys are all over the place. Looks different than it does online. Okay, do you think it looks more green or less green? Because when I saw like swatches of it, I thought it looked less green. I thought it was just, I thought the colors were beautiful. Like I loved the colors, but it didn't look like what I thought it, like what I wanted it to be. Kathy says, I will def be buying this on sale this fall. I don't know. We're all over the place, so I don't know where to put this. Carolyn, you changed your thing. Thank you for letting me know. Formerly Femlin. I really love that olive green in the Lisa Eldridge palette. Hello from Brazil. I'm late, but I'm here again. Love those lives. Welcome. Priscilla, right? Priscilla, welcome. Okay, it looks less green in person. I don't have this, so I don't know what to do. Oh, my son just went to sleep. It's your voice, Sophia. I don't have a very relaxing voice, but I'm happy to hear that. Sometimes people complain like they want my videos to be more relaxing, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not I'm not a relaxing person. But hopefully like the game is relaxing, you know? It's not green, it's khaki, says Clarissa. That's true. All right, I'm going to put this as beach bag backup because I have no idea. Because some of you are really impressed and some of you are like, no. I feel like it belongs here, but I'm going to put it here. No offense to anybody who likes it. Okay, a lot of you said you wanted to do the Lancome palette. I also don't have this. I've seen swatches of it. I know a lot of you guys like it. What do you think of this? This is like the Cafe Crush palette, right? I like the little swirly, like cappuccino design they have on this. Oh, backup, says Sarah. Summer Lovin', says Angela. Summer Lovin', Dog Walker 97. This one, I feel like not as many of you maybe got. This didn't look like unique enough for me. This does look like something that I would have bought back in the day. Like before I had a YouTube channel, I probably would have seen this and been like, oh my gosh, look at all those delicious neutral shades. I think I would have enjoyed this. Oh, it's smaller in person, but it looks really pretty. Okay. Ooh, Sharda says, looks like an Urban Decay naked palette. It kind of does, doesn't it? Misty is saying, it's really pretty, but half of those shades are going to look virtually identical on the eye. Oh, Karen said it gives gift with purchase vibes. Oh,
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Bird, I love it. Okay, good. Priscilla, like Priscilla Presley. Okay. Sometimes my brain like doesn't read the names properly. Is there a fall loving? I can't wait to wear it more in the fall and online the coffee theme. That's true. Yeah, this does give me more fall vibes. Wendy said, it's so beautiful. I used it to create the perfect mocha look. The formula is pretty good. But is it summer lovin' good? Oh, I ordered the Viseart Praline palette instead of the Lancome. I would have done the same. It's better in person, says Amy. It's actually stunning, says Wendy. Okay, Little Sin says, it's basic though. Nothing groundbreaking in the color story, but I'm basic, so it's right up my street.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna give this summer lovin' because, like, let's give it to Lancome, guys. Let's give them let's give them something. Because those of you who have this, it sounds like you really like it. I know a lot of us passed on it for certain reasons, but let's listen to the people who own it. It seems like most of you like it. A lot of you wanted this one, so I'm going to pull this up. I got this. I like this. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Freedom Palette in Pastel Dream. And so you have like the 3 mattes and then the 3 shimmers. I thought this formula was so good. I thought this was great. And, even though, I'm not wearing like a seafoam green eye all the time, I would probably put this in Sun-Kissed Standout because this is the kind of thing that if she came out with more color stories, I would recommend them to people who like this kind of product. It's not going to be for everybody because you got those like duochromes, but I thought that the formula was really good, no fallout. I mean, it's sold out. A lot of people were really into this. And if she comes out with another color story, I will probably get it. Sunkissed Standout, says Linda. I missed the wave on this one, but it looks pretty, says Rose. Sunkissed Standout for innovation, says Justine. Want, says Casey. I think it's gorgeous, says Angela. Yeah, these colors are not for everybody, but she picked the trendy colors and she gave us a really good formula. Good night, Francine. She came out with a big palette right after Christmas. I think a lot of people, they're liking these smaller ones. I don't know why I'm getting Bridgerton vibes. Yeah, it's like those very like feminine colors, right? Yes, Kia. I think that this fits in the larger palette so you can swap it out. So there probably was a lot of people that bought the bigger palette and they were like, "Ooh, I love this." And then they were like, "Oh, I can swap this one in for the summertime." I have this on my wish list, says Wendy. She's definitely going to do some other kind of freedom palette, I would think, for the holiday time. So I'll be looking to see. I kind of prefer these little palettes though, because when it comes to duochromes, I'm not using like 5 duochromes. I'm only going to use one. So I like the simplicity of this. It's like you only need 2 shades. Oh, the Danessa Myricks eyeshadow sticks. I don't have that, but I can get a screenshot. I went to the store, by the way. Excuse me, when I was at the mall on Monday, I went to go look at those guys. Legit, they were gone. Like every single stick. There were 3 left in the undesirable shades, at least the ones that I didn't like. So I was able to swatch them, but it said on the Sephora app that they had the inventory and then they didn't. And I was shocked. Like, have these gone viral or something? Because they were gone, wiped out. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, I'm putting this in Sunkissed Standout. It's like a mermaid look. I want to get some of those Danessa Myrick sticks. Joanne, didn't you win the giveaway last weekend? It was you that won the giveaway, right? Because I haven't heard from you. I need to send you your giveaway gift. So make sure you email me or message me in Discord if you haven't already, because I want to make sure I get you your gift. I have it packed up in my kitchen. Karen says she's the most innovative brand on the market right now. Good night, Carol. I think she's doing, I think she's doing really interesting things. Like the Pastel Dream palette, the shadows are so beautiful and glittery. And I don't know how, but they don't get, like, there's no fallout from them. After wearing them for hours, I do not have like glitter all over my eyes. All right, what do we want to do next? What next, guys? We'll do a couple more. I have so many things to choose from here. Hopefully you can see that well enough. Justine, did I miss your super chat? Let me double check. I did miss your super chat. I'm so sorry. Thank you for telling me. Thank you so much, Justine. It might have been when I was doing the poll. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. She said, I'm having so much fun. I love these lives. Yay, that makes me happy. Meteorites, Prada highlighter, Givenchy, Dior blush, Chanel. Oh my gosh, we're all over the place. Guerlain, Prada. All right, I kind of have an idea of what you guys. Dior powder blush, please. Okay, one sec. We'll do that. Okay, guys, what do you think of the Dior powder blush? I was very happy that they reformulated these. Like I like the blushes that I got. But are we going to rank these above the sticks? Summer Lovin'. Sunkissed Standout, says Laura. I didn't try the NARS Summer palette. Did any of you guys try it? It didn't interest me at all. But Gourmandia is asking what we think about it. Standout, Summer Lovin', Summer Lovin'. Can we do a head-to-head Charlotte Tilbury versus Dior with the dollar store lippies? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll get a screenshot of that one. Okay. Summer Lovin', Miss the Wave. Yes, Above the Sticks. Love them. Okay, a lot of you guys like these. Summer Lovin', says Kent. Amit says that the Dior powder is much better than the sticks. Okay. Tyga says that the NARS palette is terrible. That's a shame because they usually have pretty good palettes, although sometimes it's like that baked formula that's really good that I like, and then sometimes it's some other formula. Joanne says Summer Lovin' or Sun Kissed. These are foolproof with a brush. Summer Lovin'. I ended up with 4 of these. Okay, we all like these. I'm going to put these in Summer Lovin'. Okay. Let me get a screenshot of, what are they called? Charlotte Tilbury lip balm? What were they called? Oh, nectar. Is that like the new thing to call it lip nectar? Must be the new thing. Okay, here we go. So Wendy wanted to do a head-to-head. So here we go. Do we want to vote which one, or like we'll just rank them one by one? Let's first vote on where we would put the Dior. How about that? What were these called again? The lip glow butter, lip butter. That's right. We have to give everything like a food name now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put Sunkissed Stand Out because I'm not putting it there. So we're going to do the bottom four. So we'll do Summer Lovin', Beach Bag, Backup, Miss the Wave, Meltdown. Okay. Vote for the Dior lip butters. Somebody just said they both look like they're from Claire's. Sorry, I saw it come through when I was setting up the poll, so I didn't see who said it. Let's see here. Missed the wave. Missed them both, missed the mark. Dior lippies are basic. Is Strawberry Shortcake in the building? At least the Dior looks a little bit more sophisticated. The Charlotte Tilbury looks like, you know, something that I would have gotten from like Victoria's Secret when I was in middle school. This is just so sad, says Wendy. They're premier luxury brands. Yeah. This is definitely for a different customer. Total meltdown. Clarissa says the Dior butter is summer lovin' for her. Amit says, I really like the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Lip Oils. Total meltdown. Oh, nerdy bombshell. You were the one that said they both look like they're from Claire's. They do. Oh, Wendy. She says Claire's. I'm thinking Five Below. Oh, shoot. Hey, Five Below has some fun things. Because I'm not putting it there. Yes, Rachel. Claire's filed for bankruptcy. I did hear that. I think I heard that today. All right, let me see. All right, so 11% Summer Lovin', 19% Beach Bag Backup, 31% Miss the Wave, and 39% Total Meltdown. Okay, we're putting it in Total Meltdown. The people hath spoken. Now let's do the same for Charlotte Tilbury. I didn't even get the Charlotte Tilbury ones. Let's see. Okay. Let's vote for Charlotte Tilbury. I think I missed a super chat. Oh, thank you for the super chat, The Perfect Doll. Love your channel. First time joining the live. Well, welcome. Yeah, if it's anybody's first time joining the live, let me know so we can say hi and welcome you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having fun. Sarah said, my kids love Five Below. Lol. Yeah, Five Below. I met the founder of Five Below. He's actually Greek. I think he's from like the Philadelphia area where like my family's from. Um, it's very much one of those places that like the kids love, and then they've got like some stuff for the moms there as well. We always used to go there. Um, they had one right next to the movie theater, and they had much more affordable candy than what they sold at the movie theater. So we would go to the movie, we would go to Five Below, get like snacks and candies, and then we would just like put them in our pockets and then eat them during the movie. Ooh, burn, Wendy, says Rose. At least Charlotte's are cheaper. That's a good point, Lauren. Wendy said, I understand the market they're going after, but you can still make simple, elegant packaging. I agree. Like, I feel like, hey, listen, like, there are grown adults out there. We're buying Labubus. We buy all kinds of cutesy things. I have a Hello Kitty bag charm. I like cutesy things, but it needs to be done right. You could make this like super cutesy, like strawberry type of thing, and like in a more higher end way. And if you still wanted it to be cutesy, you could do that, and I might buy it. But like, I don't know. I don't like the whole like lip. Like what is this? What's with like the lip and the crystal? Like, is it, I guess it's like the reflection of the lips. It looks like something is coming out of them, going into them. I don't know. I hate the look of it. Oh, hi, Bella. Welcome to the live. Emily says the CT ones taste very juicy and strong. My niece is 16 and thinks it's cringe. Oh no, that's no good. She took PM nachos with lips. The Dior is equally cringe to me, says Casey. It's giving tooth gem. It does. Not that there's anything wrong with a tooth gem, by the way. Like, nothing wrong with that. I just thought that was like, it's funny when you look at the image. Sharda says, no grown woman wants to pull this out of their bag in public. I think Charlotte Tilbury Lips usually has a cigarette hanging out of it, but probably couldn't sell that to the kids. What? Really? Okay. Michelle is saying a matte pink packaging with her logo would be so chic for Charlotte Tilbury. Yeah, that could be good. All right. So, yeah, the poll just gets worse and worse. 10% say summer lovin', 18% say beach bag, 30% say miss the wave, and 43% say total meltdown. All right. Oh, okay, guys. We probably have time for maybe like one more. What do you want to do? And if you have questions about these, because if maybe something's on your wish list, definitely put it in the chat because we'll try and answer it for you. What are we feeling? Somebody just said something about clip art, and I think that's hilarious. Becky said, I'm so distracted from packing, reading all these comments, roasting the lippies, lol. It totally does look like a tooth gem, lol. Yeah, it's for like the youngins at Sephora. So Priscilla said here in Brazil, the Dior lip butters are totally sold out. Interesting. Are they sold out in the US? Like I didn't check them. I didn't check the gondola at Sephora. Shoes and Makeup Girl said, Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation. Love it. Dewey Guerlain product, says Shug. Okay, let's do the Guerlain palette because we ranked the other green palettes. So I'm curious to hear from you guys what you think of this one. I think it's good to rank similar things. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying Guerlain. We don't have Chantecaille in Idaho, and I would love to know people's thoughts. Are you saying you don't have it in store anywhere? I love the Future Skin Foundation. Nicola says, this is excellent de-influencing. I almost bought a Charlotte Tilbury blush stick and I'm so happy. I'm saving my money and sticking with Westman Atelier. Thank you all. You can't go wrong. I mean, I like the Charlotte Tilbury blush sticks, but like you can't go wrong with if you have Westman Atelier. You're good. You're good. So a lot of you guys are saying Sunkissed standout. Summer lovin' for those colors, says Shug. Don't have it. Need to know more, says Joanne. Total meltdown, says Amy. I don't like the color story, says Angela. Sarah says it's my favorite green palette released lately. Clarissa says goes on beautiful and vibrant, and it's Chef's Kiss standout. I thought I heard my cat. I was like, you want to come over? I don't think she's here. Darn. Oh, okay. We only have Macy's, Sephora, and Ulta. I see. You're missing maybe like if you had like a Blue Mercury or maybe Nordstrom, they would have it. Summer lovin', says Jacqueline. Amit wants to do these more often. Well, we'll have to do another one pretty soon because there's going to be a lot launching in the next 2 months. So definitely. Okay, if you guys like these, we'll do these. I'll do them more often then. Shoes and Makeup Girl says, so far, Chantecaille products have not let me down. Yeah, most of them are good. It's just a matter of like how much money do you want to pay for what it is, you know? Too dark and weird color story, says Amy. Does Blue Mercury carry Guerlain? I don't think so. They carry Chantecaille, I thought. I think they do. Yeah. Bella says, I have to see it in person, but I'm thinking Summer Lovin'. I really like this one. I like that they really went with this green color story and it's more vibrant. And so to me, like, I do like the unexplored garden, but I find that this is like I can create a more interesting look with this. I find this more fun to use. I don't know. I like it. I'm gonna put this in Summer Lovin'. But I think I would put this above Unexplored Garden for the reasons that I just mentioned. I like that it's more green than the Lisa Eldridge one. But a lot of you guys, you said you don't like, I think a lot of people, they were excited about this one because this is more muted. And those of us that like this one, we like it for the opposite reason, you know? So yes, if you don't like gold, you're not going to like this one. A lot of people don't like warm colors, so but I really like it, so I'm going to put it in Summer Lovin'. Laura said I like the vibrancy of this one. And I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the rankings, like, I would never send this ranking to somebody who didn't watch the live. You know what I mean? Because, like, for instance, I like all these products here, but a lot of you guys voted them to be here. You know, some people like these products, but we put them here. It's like you kind of had to be there. Depends on what you like. So, but I think it helps because you guys can hear from other people in the chats why they did or didn't like it and not just my opinion. So that's why I think it's fun to do these live because I don't know, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I don't like that," but you guys like it. So it's fun for me to hear what you think. Justine said, I'd put the Prada highlighter in standout. Me too. Let's do it. I would definitely put this here. Do you want me to do a rapid fire? Because we have like a couple more minutes left. Should I do a rapid fire just for fun? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm waiting to hear your reactions. Yes, says Ash to the Bee. All right, I'm going to try my best. Okay, Clé de Peau powder goes in standouts. It's like the best powder I've ever used. Hourglass goes in total meltdown. I hate these. They just sent me 3 more in PR. But that's okay. I'm going to be doing best and worst of Hourglass videos soon. So now I have things to use for that. Chantecaille goes in standout. One of the best foundations I've ever used. I hate this. Too glittery. The Queen Musia. I would say this is a standout because the formula is really good and I think the price is really good for the formula. And I'll put the blush there too. I think these are fantastic. I'm just going to move some of these up here. The Sarah Creole Gloss. I will put this in Summer Lovin'. It's more of a lip oil. It's not really a gloss. It's very expensive, but it's the same price as a Dior lip oil. The packaging is nice. Is it like the most unique thing ever? No, but I think it's very well done. Same with the Violette lip stains. I think these are excellent. I don't think everybody's going to want to stain. Some people hate stains. So like, I'm not going to put it in standout. I will put Clé de Peau in standout because I think they make some of the best luxury lipsticks. And I think the new shades are very special. I'm going to put these meteorites in standout because this is like the best shade I've ever had of these. And I think it's a really good product. This I'm going to put here because I don't, well, actually, no, I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put it here because I like that they did the multicolors, but I just feel like we needed more shades. Like this is so orange. Anytime they only do like one shade, it's like, okay, you missed the wave, right? I didn't try the NARS, so like I can't really comment on that. Mario, I really like this bronzer and I think it's very well priced. So that's going to be a big rec from me. Lancome, I love these, but I know a lot of people don't like how thick they are. So I'll put them here. I didn't try this. I'm going to put this under Beach Bag Backup. This is the limited edition YSL one because, it's cute. Like, it's really nice. But again, it's kind of in here for the same reasons Captivating Dunes is in there because it's so similar. You all know that I don't like the YSL lip oils. They smell weird. They burn weird. No. This was the RMS Crystal Slipper Luminizer. I'm going to put this in Beach Bag Backup only because I like the original shade the best. I just think the original shade is more special. I mentioned that in my RMS video. This powder I didn't like. I didn't like it. I'm going to put it here. The Chanel duos, I liked these. I used these quite a bit. And you know what? I need to use these again this week. So I'm going to put that in Summer Lovin'. And I also really liked these Rouge Coco Bounds. The colors were very me, and I've gotten a lot of use out of them. So I'm going to put them up here. So I can't speak for these, but here is the final ranking. Did you guys like my little speed round? What powder was that? This is the Clé de Peau loose powder. Or do you mean this one? This is the Mario bronzer, but it's the lightest shade. That's that I took the screenshot of. So that's why it looks so light. Kia said the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash is my holy grail lip balm. Yes, the YSL lip oil, they burn. They're plumping. Jessica said the YSL palette, is it only sold at Dillard's? No, it's sold in other places, but it's sold out. So we just have to wait for it to. It was at Nordstrom and Dillard's. I'm assuming it will come to Sephora. It just takes time. It's not limited edition, guys. So if you really want it, just wait it out. It's just an eyeshadow palette. It's going to come back because it's not limited edition. So before you know it, and you know what? Hey, maybe you will see something else that you want more, and maybe it'll be a good thing. Let's see what you guys are saying. Speed round. Awesome. Yay. Yay, guys. Thank you for voting. Thank you for all of your engagement. This was fun. Yeah. Especially like if we get a lot of new releases in the next 2 months, I'll wait until we get like a decent amount of the like holiday, or maybe there'll be fall releases. We will see what comes out, and we'll do this again since you guys like this format. Maybe I could do it with a guest or something next time. You guys let me know. Call out products on Sunkissed. Should I do Get Ready With Me with all the Sunkissed products? All right, guys. Do you giveaways? I don't do a giveaway every live. It's whenever I spread them out. It's whenever it makes sense and whenever my budget can afford it. So we're not going to do a giveaway today. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Okay, next week we'll probably do a pass or yes if we have more sneak peeks. But if not, we could do another tournament style thing like we did a couple weeks back. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. It's been so nice hanging out with you all evening. I'm going to go eat my dinner now, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Shout out to my replay crew. If you made it this far, I hope that we entertained you, whatever you're doing at the moment, and I will see you in my next one.